Germain, could you just, rather than in my words, put in your own words, what does Exfo do and what is its mandate?
Well, we're helping telecom operators from around the globe, in 120 countries around the globe, to build and operate telecommunication networks of the next generation. So basically, we are the #1 provider in the world with 40% market share of optical testing, anything that you need to test and build the networks, maintain them in a way. But in the same vein, we're providing all the intelligence that sits on top of the network to provide real-time AI-based analytics to really understand what's going on at the three dimensions of the network itself, the various applications that exist on the network, whether we're doing a video conferencing, a call, or regular video, whatever the application is. So all the application is the second dimension, and the third dimension is at each of the subscribers, no matter what the devices are. So what we're trying to do is we use massive data, meaning like hundreds of terabytes of information in real time, to help understand and predict problems. We're diagnosing some changes and behavior in the networks that aren't exactly what it should be, so that the operators we can provide them with the most likely cause of what's going on, telling them what we think, what the solution is able to AI-based, what are the problems, how they can be fixed. And we're even going to the next stage of predicting problems before they occur, so that we can help operators to avoid problems and provide a trouble-free experience to the consumers.
Well, I do want to get back to that, but I also want to know, I ask this of my guests quite regularly, because we're in this very unusual situation with COVID. Can you give us a sense of how your job has changed or digital infrastructure has changed with COVID and beyond?
Well, I will say that the job of everybody has changed quite radically in the last little while. So more than ever, telecom infrastructures are mission critical for the businesses. We're all working from distance. We're all going towards more of a digitally transformed environment where we sit around the world without leaving our offices. So we have to be connected. Being connected is, it's paramount. There's no questions about it. So we're helping operators to connect, every regions across Canada. But for me, what's really changing is working at distance, video conferencing day in and day out, making sure that we can connect with our customers, support them from around the world. It's a very global organization, and deliver a premium experience to all the telecom operators, even if we are not able to be next with them, sitting in the meeting rooms that we were used to be. But that's quite an exciting challenge, actually.
Let's get to some of the things that you mentioned right off the bat. What are the analytics that you measure showing? What's the most surprising to you?
What we're finding is that, of course, what used to be things like the typical in-office kind of work, the fact that there's a lot more teleworking, fundamentally has changed the usage of the bandwidth. So there's a lot more video conferencing, there's a lot more video at large. Basically, we all know that, of course, kids and everybody is using more digital entertainment, which means that the experience of video over the top, for example, is one of the areas in which we're quite active, is being able to pinpoint problems that are so difficult, as video now is much more of an over the top. That means you're getting your Ethernet and you're consuming your Ethernet towards getting video. Video gaming, another example, which does flourish through the pandemic. But basically, the way the networks are being used, it used to be a lot more like downloading, not two-way communications. The networks are really transforming around the world. And more than ever, that network experience is becoming mission critical, where the telecom operators used to deliver like outstanding performance when it came to corporations downtown, Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, Montreal, and so on. Now it is basically the business are run from every location. Currently at my cottage, and we have to run the businesses from wherever we can in these days and age.